It's important that people have the right to protest, of course, but other things are important too, like earning a living, attending to an emergency, or just living your everyday life without interruption. And here are some moments when bystanders caught in protests decided to fight back. Protesting doesn't have the same effect when nobody knows what you're protesting about. And that's an issue these Extinction Rebellion protesters are about to unexpectedly face.
Sorry.
Oh! He took her phone.
A protest which was cut short before it even begun. Everyone deserves a voice, but not necessarily an amplified one in the middle of a supermarket. The police clearly thought that they needed a shower.
They're just as gentle and loving as our beloved dogs and cats.
For some reason, this cattle farmer and this vegan just can't see eye to eye. If you sit in the road and put your foot under a car, then you might get hurt. Weird, huh? For a golfer, people running all over the green is a significant handicap, but it was a hole-in-one for security. Look, it's the Just Stop Oil protesters being, well, stopped. This truck driver wouldn't dare to drive right through me. Oh, well, he wouldn't dare to do it again. Sitting on the road is pretty stupid. Sitting on this road is positively moronic. It's amazing just how often Just Stop Oil protesters completely fail to just stop people. Yeah, that'll show those people or things you're protesting about.
Don't run, dog. Don't make it another incident.
If you're gonna bring London traffic to a halt, then you'd better be prepared to deal with some incredibly angry Londoners. This protester left the house feeling a bit hoarse, and now he's feeling a big one. Is he doing this on purpose? If so, how? This is the kind of feature James Bond would be happy with. Looks like it's time to pick up the kids. Looks more like a party than a protest. Unfortunately, it's about to come to a premature end. Well, that protest didn't last too long. Boy, did they ever pick the wrong guy. White van men aren't known for their patience. They tried to storm the stage. Tried, but failed.
Private criminals! Private criminals!
Why are these protesters all so easy to lift up? Maybe they should recruit some heavier people next time. He should probably invest in some quicker drying glue next time.
Nein, 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 nein! Da gibt kein Sekundenkleber! Sekundenkleber! Mir egal, aber was ich hab!
Huh, it looks like he's just been digested by the police. Don't worry, they'll poop him out somewhere in about 24 hours. Judging by this guy's reaction, they're lucky they were only dragged out of the road. Things could have become a lot more aggressive. It's a peaceful sit-in, and thanks to the police, that's how it's gonna stay. Dragged out of the road, followed by a very stern warning, because even grown adults need some discipline sometimes.
Bleibt dort!
Die Nerven liegen blank in Hamburg.
Sie sind älter! Vorhin habe ich noch Respekt, aber bleiben Sie jetzt dort stehen!
Never get in the way of a man who really wants a Big Mac. Why do they seem so surprised that they're being moved? Did they expect a well done and encouraging slap on the back? They staged a protest in the meat aisle, and people responded by still buying meat. What a success! How is blocking this guy's truck gonna solve the problems in the Middle East? Maybe I'm just stupid. Ah, a solo protest. Nothing egotistical about that. Yeah, down with timber merchants. I mean, that is what they're protesting about, right? If there's one city where blocking the traffic can cause serious problems, then it's LA. Somebody's gonna get hurt in a minute, and it won't be this motorist's fault.
No, non lo picchiare, dai.
Climate activists doing their best to ruin everyone's fun. But the cops have other ideas. This guy should hire himself out to solve road protests across the world. This was the moment when the public formed their own human chain. A better pill to swallow for the protesters. Vegan protesters would be a lot more successful if their spokespeople didn't look so unhealthy.
It's violence! It's violence! It's violence! It's violence! It's violence! Oh my god.
This is Phoebe. Phoebe has just been arrested. Don't be like Phoebe.
Why were you arrested?
For sitting down with my friends after they painted a building.
Well, if the commuters don't get them, then there's another way to solve it. Just start the train. Wow, they really disrupted the game. They had to get a leaf blower before things could continue. Tragic. protesting in a presidential motorcade. I mean, she has heard of the Secret Service, hasn't she? Surely. One day, one motorist is going to completely lose it with Just Stop Oil protesters. You can see it coming. But all I did was get on top of a police car. Is there some kind of law against that? Ah, a football crowd. Always the most receptive of audiences for protesters.
I think we should be getting more of them. That's a bit harsh.
Aw, they didn't even get a chance to sit down. He's no fun. You really know you're changing the world when you end up having a childish fight over your little homemade sign.
This is private property.
Messing with people's religion. We can safely say that's not a safe thing to do. Never mess with another man's baseball. Yeah, screw Stonehenge. It's only been there for a few millennia. We're much more important. Not exactly the most efficient protest I've ever seen.
No, I won't. You will kill us? That's really mean. Wall Street Pete. I remember when they said the same thing about Obama, and then he set up the CFPB, put Elizabeth Warren in charge of it, and...
Just like their called-off game, this protest seems to have been completely pointless.
What's going on?
Preventing deforestation has never been so completely lackluster. Oof, that was the truck driver version of a sucker punch. These guys should start wearing protective headgear. Some people don't even show as much restraint as these guys. Of all the people who could have done something about this protester, it was the well-known politician who got his hands dirty.
Can we get this person out?
Peaceful protest.
Yeah, those were very definitely the wrong couple of trucks to mess with. The signs were all there. It's nice to see students working hard at their studies, isn't it? These protesters had set up a barricade on the road to Burning Man, and these cops wasted no time creating a way through.
Did anyone get that?
Yeah.
Get out now! Get out! On the ground! On the ground now! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
This car contains the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. So, yeah, causing this crash was a pretty big deal.
Oh my God!
When free speech goes a little too far. This is the same thing you do when a toddler has a meltdown in a shop. Just destroying a priceless national building in Florence, the heart of the Renaissance. A great way to get the public on your side. Nope, you stay behind the barrier. They superglued their hands to the road, so the German police just ripped them right off. You might stop oil, but you won't stop the cops arresting you. Huh. It's so unusual for a protester to be this dramatic. Hang on a second, is that their car? Did they travel there in a car? Not letting the police cars through, huh? That won't last long. That dinosaur has been around for millennia. You'll be gone in approximately 30 seconds. They got aggressive with him, and he lost his cool. What's the world coming to when you can't just stick a random package through a politician's front door?
You're disrupting traffic, idiots! You can't do that! That's against the law!
These guys must be responsible for so many cases of high blood pressure.
Get away from my car, bro.
Get away from my car!
Just like the German police, the Parisian police don't mess around. And yes, that is pepper spray. Protester or vandal? Sometimes it's a pretty thin line.
Excuse me! You can't do that.
Yes, it's Greta being unceremoniously arrested. Every protester knows that if you get arrested, you go limp. But not if you're with this cop.
Ow! Ow! Help! Help!
You can't see his expression through the helmet, but I think we can safely say that he's had enough. They went scattering away like ants from a stream of boiling water.
Driver sped through the crowd on the interstate this past Saturday. Aurora police say they are still investigating.
You don't often see a tackle like this during a cricket match. She's doing this for her son, who I think may be slightly embarrassed when he eventually sees this footage.
The government's inaction on climate change is a death sentence to us all. The United Nations has said we should have no new oil. Liz Truss wants to open 130 new oil licenses. That's a death sentence to this planet.
When it comes to student protests, it would appear that the German police don't mess around. Road rage isn't limited to other people in cars, and these protesters have certainly found a way to encourage that rage. Pedestrians better watch out when this guy's about. Protesters even more so.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
If they'd been protesting against beards, then this guy would have really gone off the rails.
Why the fuck you got him in your body for it, huh? Get the fuck off.
It looks like he's done this once or twice before. Good technique. Dragging protesters off the road can be a real drag, but a good citizen has to do his duty. It's easy to stop people getting to work or doing their job when you don't have to work for a living. They tried to stop him getting through, but the police pointed out the error of their ways.
Don't do that! You need to back up so you can get through. Come on! You don't need to do that crap, though. Hey, go!
Here's a very underrated method of dealing with protesters. Scream at them, approximately 14 times.
I'm preaching out here, I'm preaching truth.
No.
I'm speaking up for babies.
I don't want to hear it.
The only thing we'd ever protest here at Akimbo is the lack of people clicking subscribe after each video. But you can right that wrong right now.